The lawyer's words hit like ice water. To Tyler, my beloved nephew, who has always been like a son to us. I stopped listening after that. Everything. The house, the business, the savings accounts. All going to my cousin Tyler. The golden child. And me. To our daughter Emma, we leave our love and best wishes for her future. Love and best wishes. 28 years of being their daughter, reduced to a Hallmark card sentiment. I sat there in that sterile office, watching Tyler shift uncomfortably in his chair. At least he had the decency to look embarrassed. But embarrassed doesn't change a will. Embarrassed doesn't erase a lifetime of being second place in your own family. You see, Tyler wasn't just the golden child. He was the miracle child. The one who survived leukemia at age 12 while I, the healthy daughter, became invisible. Every family gathering, every holiday, every milestone was about Tyler. Look how strong he is. Look how brave. We're so grateful to have him. And I understood. I really did. For years I understood. But understanding became harder when I was working 3 jobs to pay for college while they handed Tyler a full ride, because he deserved it after everything he'd been through. Understanding became impossible when they missed my graduation because Tyler had a checkup that day. A routine checkup. Still, I stayed loyal. When Dad's business started failing, who took out student loans to help? When Mom needed surgery, who maxed out credit cards to cover what insurance wouldn't? When their mortgage went underwater in 2008, guess who quietly refinanced their own condo to send them monthly payments? It wasn't Tyler. It never was Tyler. The trigger, the moment that would make my revenge feel like justice instead of cruelty, came 3 months before they died. I was at their house, dropping off groceries like I did every week, when I overheard Mom on the phone with Tyler. "Oh honey, don't worry about us," she was saying. "Emma takes care of everything. She's so responsible. You just focus on your art." His art. Tyler was 32 years old, painting watercolors in his studio apartment while I worked 60-hour weeks to keep their lives comfortable. But he was focusing on his art. Then I heard the part that shattered something inside me forever. "We know you'd help if you could, sweetheart. But we never want to burden you. You've been through enough." Burden. The word followed me home that night. I realized I wasn't their daughter. I was their burden bearer. The strong one. The responsible one. The one who could handle anything because she'd never almost died. So when that will was read, when I heard them leave everything to their precious Tyler, I felt something click into place. Not anger. Clarity. I drove home and opened my laptop. Online banking. Autopay settings. Recurring transfers. Click, click, click. Cancel, cancel, cancel. 15 different payments, adding up to nearly $4,000 a month. Gone. The first call came exactly 11 days later. "Emma, honey, there seems to be some issue with the mortgage payment." "Oh," I said, my voice steady as glass. "You should probably call Tyler about that. He's inheriting everything anyway." Silence. Then, "Don't be ridiculous. We need." "What you need," I interrupted, "is to ask your heir for help. Isn't that what inheritances are for?" I hung up. It felt like breathing for the first time in years. The calls multiplied. The texts grew desperate. "You're being childish. This isn't what we meant. Your family." Family. That was rich. I didn't block them. I wanted to hear every panicked voicemail, every desperate plea. I wanted to know the exact moment Tyler realized that inheriting everything meant inheriting everything, including their debts, their problems, their needs. It took exactly 47 days. "Emma, please," Tyler called me, his voice cracking. "I can't. I don't have that kind of money. The house is going into foreclosure. They might lose everything." "Interesting," I replied. "What did they tell you when they left you everything?" They said you were settled. That you could take care of yourself." I laughed. actually laughed. They were right. I can take care of myself. The question is, can you take care of them? He started crying then. This isn't fair. I never asked for this. Neither did I said quietly. For 28 years, I never asked for this. But I did it anyway. Now it's your turn, golden child. The house sold at auction 6 weeks later. Mom and Dad moved into a cramped apartment that Tyler could barely afford with his art income. I heard through relatives that he'd taken a job at Home Depot, working nights to help pay their bills. I sent them a card on their first Christmas in the new apartment. Inside, I wrote, "Sending you my love and best wishes for your future." They never replied. But they never called asking for money again, either. Some people say revenge is a dish best served cold. They're wrong. Revenge is best served exactly the way you've been served. With a smile, a kind word, and the quiet understanding that you're not family. You're just useful. Until you're not.